like the idea of biography. Why should anybody else should know my private life? How they will be interested in my life, my personal life, I mean. And in biography, I feel somewhere or the other, you're do hurt people, you see. Like for instance, you hurt me, I feel I justify, but you say, no, Waheeda, you hurt me. So I didn't want to hurt anybody. So I said, in one condition, make it into an interview and say, so did this to me, so did that to me. So they are justified and I am justified. So I said, I don't like the idea of people, already they know so much about movie stars. Every day they write something or the other about us, though it is true or not true. But people keep reading about it. So that is why.
I think in the book you said that whenever, whenever someone asks you something, you always begin by saying no.
That's true.
When she was asked to do a film role, she first said no.
One of them sitting here, Rakesh Vaira. Both the times I said no. But he made me say yes.
Why did you say no to start with? Why were you so negative?
I don't know whether it is negative or not, but like I'm not too sure. Should I do this movie or not?
Want to think about it?
I want to think about it. So before I say yes and then say no, it's better to say no and then say yes.
You started off in the South, as many girls in the South start off with learning to dance. You learned Bharatanatyam. With your sister you were dancing.
Yes.
But from there, how do you go on to doing movies?
Well, when I started dancing, I started getting offers from South movies because we are down South. So, but my father was very hesitant because I was 11 years old. He said, she's not a heroine in a movie or a baby, child artist, so no. And at that time, none of us thought that I'll make it a profession. So after my...
You learned dance just because you liked dance?
That's all. Yeah. And it so happened that once it is all there, I don't know whether you want me to repeat that incident.
No, because you have to assume that no one has read the book yet.
Okay. You see, after the independence, Rajagopalacharya, our first Viceroy of India, was going around India. So he happened to come to Visakhapatnam, where my father was posted. So whenever there's such a big dignitary come, there is always a cultural program of dance, music, whatever. So they were asking for M.S. Subbalakshmi and Kamla Lakshmi to give the performances. So there was a telegram coming from Delhi to Visakhapatnam to my, not to my father, the collector, the commissioner he was, only use local artists. So they were in a flat in Visakhapatnam so many years ago, known artists perform in front of the Viceroy. So the collector said, Rehman, you have got two daughters who dance. He said, they are not very good, they're just children, but doesn't matter.
How old were you then?
I was 10 years old. Yeah. So that is what happened, and he was very surprised, and he spoke to my father, Mr. Rajagopalacharya. Mr. Rehman, I'm really surprised being a Muslim. How did you allow them to do Bharatanatyam and learn, perform on the stage? My father says, art is art. It doesn't make any difference what does it make? Difference does it make? So it is very good, I can graduate. So that is where a photograph came the next day with me standing with the Rajagopalacharya, and I started getting lots of offers from South. So at that time, you're not going to make a profession of it, just for hobby we were dancing. So then it kept on, happening again and again.
Your father must have been a very liberal man.
He was very liberal and very broad-minded.
First of all, to let you dance on the stage. But you didn't get into films till after he died, right?
Yes.
And Nasreen, please butt in whenever you want. Yeah?
Fine.
You're not supposed to be at rest.
Okay.
basically it was very fascinating because Waheeda ji always, one thing I have to tell you all, it's very interesting, is when I asked her, let's do this book, she kept saying, who would be interested in it? And I said, well, it's your life is a slice of history, of cinema history. And she would say, me, history, that's not possible. So all of you here know you've lived with her films. We've all grown up with her films. And it's very interesting to know, with talking to Waheeda ji, how little she actually realized what a great impact she's had. She was always surprised by it.
But how can you not know? How could you not know that you had such a great impact, that you had so many followers? I mean, young men like me, when you were acting, were in love with you.
No, but you see, as the time go on, somebody else has come. Sticking to your one place.
ये तो और लग रहा है
So I
मानो
consider myself to be very lucky that people still, like me and appreciate me, but I feel हट जाओ रास्ते से, बस दूसरे आ रहे हैं.